Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it. I'm very excited and think it's such an honor to be here and be able to share this research project that I've been working on with everybody. And I just hope that you guys really are able to enjoy this and collect a lot of information from this. So let's go ahead and get started. All right. So, in a world where social media has become our dominant form of communicating, my research has focused on trying to understand its impact on our interpersonal relationships. Particularly, this research decided to aim in and really focus on trust, intimacy, and conflict resolution. Specifically, we wanted to see how social media affected different age groups as well. So that was a factor in this presentation. So moving along to our thesis, my research had revealed that while social media can enhance our long distance relationships, it also does present a few challenges, specifically in maintaining our quality face-to-face interactions. So again, through the research, and this was part of the hypothesis when beginning, was social media serves as a tool to enhance our long distance relationships. And that is one of the pros to using that tool. But there was a con, and it was a challenge that it was difficult for us, our people, to maintain face-to-face interactions with each other. There was a decrease in that satisfaction overall. So it does present that there is implications that it has on our interpersonal relationships. Today, we're just going to go ahead and walk through those key findings and just go ahead and discuss how these implications for communication professionals can really, bring to light more research or more information in terms of marketing, PR, mental health, and overall just seeking healthier digital habits. So, the purpose of this study was to aim and investigate the relationships between social media usage and interpersonal relationship quality. The research explored the influence of that and focused on, again, trust, intimacy, and conflict resolution. So, by surveying 100 individuals, across 4 age groups, we explored key factors that influence those categories and showed us how our face-to-face settings are also impacted by that. So, before we dive too much into the methodology of the research, I just want to go ahead and highlight the importance of this study. Again, social media is a part of our daily lives. It does have a long-term effect, though, on our relationships, and it's not really quite well understood. Research is coming out daily, but we really do need to figure out a little bit more on the effects that social media may have. So the research did help shed light on how people interacted online and how that affected our real world connections. Through understanding this relationship, we saw that it was crucial for communication professionals to aim to foster a more positive and healthy relationship both online and offline. So, the methodology of this research was to gather insights through a survey. So, we created a comprehensive survey that assessed social media's usage. This survey had many questions that asked age group, other demographic questions, questions about intimacy, trust, and other categories that related to their overall quality of interpersonal relationships that they had. The participants were grouped into 4 age categories: 18 through 29, 29 through 39, and 40 through 60. This allowed us to just track how each demographic was able to respond differently to digital communication. So once that was collected through this survey right here, I also provided a link just in case you wanted to dive into that, maybe take it yourself. You know, collecting more than 100 people is definitely very beneficial to continue this research for the future. But we went ahead and used a software and analyzed the data and found a correlation through analysis tests, which revealed significant differences in how these various age groups experience and utilize social media in relationships. So just going over some of those key findings, we have a small bar graph right here that I'm going to share with everybody. It does let you know the percentage of our participants who overall in those age groups who were able to take this survey, and then also if they experienced any negative social media effects and what that percentage was. So our results had found that among the 100 participants that we surveyed, 78% of them reported daily use of the social media platform. That was also important, was to try to get a little understanding on how much usage these age groups are having on social media platforms. Also, out of the 100 participants, only 22% were over the age of 40, 36 were between the ages of 29 and 39, and 42 between 18 and 29. And that, again, is displayed on the bar graph that we're showing right here. So between these respondents, the group of 18 to 29 had about a 62% feedback that social media had negatively impacted their in-person relationship satisfaction, while only 27% of 29 to 39-year-olds experienced the same thing. So there were a large number of participants who reported that they use social media to maintain their long distance relationships, and that's how we found out that that was a positive of this research. About 75% of all participants found that social media was beneficial in maintaining those long distance relationships. Trust and intimacy scores were lower among users who had a higher social media usage. These findings suggested that age and usage were key variables in this research and in the results that we found. So while the results suggest that social media can enhance, it also suggests that it has a negative impact as well. So just going over some key discussion points. Just findings that supported our hypothesis, findings that also supported peer researched reviews, and then research assist that and different other fields of communication professionals, including marketing, PR, mental health, and more. And we're also going to go ahead and cover just some key limitations that we found and what future research may look like. So the findings again did support our hypothesis. It also was able to support other key findings that we found and cited throughout our research or our proposal. For communication professionals like marketers, mental health experts, and more, we found that these findings gave an understanding of the emotional dynamic of online relationships and could benefit and help creating authentic brand messaging, resonating more with consumers, and kind of developing those deeper connections with those consumers. In terms of counseling or mental health fields, we found that this research could benefit in recognizing the digital divide and communication patterns, and also offer a guide and therapy approaches for these individuals that are maybe struggling with a little bit of technology or social media dependency. As communicators, we have a responsibility to use technology in ways that foster our connections and further our empathy and deepen our trust within each other. And I think by understanding how social media impacts these relationships, we can also work together and ensure that our messaging promotes healthy interactions and also reflect our Christian values of compassion and community. So, in conclusion, while social media offers valuable tools for connections, it also prevents some challenges. This research suggests that age and frequency are some of those critical factors in determining the impact of social media. The key limitations that this research had included that it was relatively small regarding the sample size of only being 100 people, the reliance of self reported data, and then the risk of social desirability bias. These leads could kind of hold back the research, but we are looking into further research and future research, which could involve a deeper understanding by expanding on that sample size. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for your time. I really appreciate it. Thank you for the opportunity to share this research with you. I'm also going to go ahead and provide you links to the survey, links to this presentation, and also a full handout of that proposal if you're interested in reading through that. Thank you again so much for your time. My name is Ashley, and I hope we get to join each other again in the future. Thank you. Bye-bye.